Hey guys, so I am sitting here at 25 after 8 at night, and I decided to do a video because I am resisting the temptation to get in my car and drive to the store and buy a camera. I've got it in my head. I don't know, I'm one of those people when I want something, I obsess over it until I either force myself to just stop thinking about it or I end up getting it. And um, right now I have to force myself to stop thinking about it because I can't really afford to be spending money on something that's not. I mean, I want a camera, I don't need a camera. If I'm going to do videos, I can use my iPod. It works perfectly fine. It's a pain in the ass to upload it to my laptop, but, you know, it works. It's just, I've wanted a camera for a long time. Even before the one that I had broke, I wanted to get a new one. Um, yeah, and my dumbass decided to go on the computer and start searching for cameras and stuff, and I found one, and it's on sale. And I've got to resist the temptation to go out and buy it. Yeah, because I'm trying to save my money. Yeah, so it's one of those things where I could go out and I could buy it, and I would be happy that I had it, but then I would end up feeling guilty because there's no reason for me to go out and buy one. So yeah. Anyway, so I decided to do a video to try and get my mind off of it, and what do? I come on here and I start talking about the camera. So, change subject. Okay, so it is Monday night, and I am exhausted. I just worked 8 days in a row without a day off, and I used to do 10, 11 days in a row, no problem, but for the last 2 years, I haven't had to do that because when I was taking care of my dad, I was only working 4 days a week. So I can't even remember the last time I worked this many days in a row without a day off. And then next week I'm on vacation. Yeah, so. And it's been a really crappy week all around. Yeah, we got the news, I think it was Thursday, that our company is getting ready to lay off 900 people, company-wide. And it's, on the one hand, it's not really a shock because our company has not been doing great for quite a long time. But still, it was really scary and kind of, I don't know, kind of took a lot of people off guard. But supposedly, we have been told that it's only going to be the people with the least amount of seniority who only work maybe 10 to 12 hours a week. Those are the people that are going to be laid off. And then the layoffs won't actually go into effect. Even though technically they go into effect on May 7th, they won't officially go into effect until after the summer because all the stores are busy throughout the summer. So, yeah. So I've been upset about that. It's just it's one more bit of change, and I don't like change. I know, my friends always tell me, change is good. Puts you in, if you have to change, certain kinds of things, when they change, they put you in a better position than you were in before. But, yeah, with everything else that's been going on in my life, moving and losing my dad and transferring to this new store that I really like, the last thing I need is to have to think about being out of work. And, yeah, so anyway, it's been a really crappy week. So that's one more reason why I do not need to be spending money on a camera that I do not need, is because I want to save my money. Because God forbid, if something happens, yeah, I don't need to be spending money on something that's like a luxury or whatever. So, Yeah, because I was thinking about possibly going back to school. But now that's kind of up in the air. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Which, that was another thing that really upset me this week, because I've kind of been, reminding myself, well, things are, they're not that great right now, but, you're going to be able to go back to school, and you'll be, better off, and now there's question as to if I'm going to be able to do that at all, so that really sucks, but, I guess I'm going to have to try and figure that out while I'm on vacation, but, yeah. So, it hasn't been the best week. It's the stress level is just, when I think things are starting to calm down and, evening out just a little bit, something always comes up. Because when I wasn't worrying about my job and feeling depressed about the whole school situation, now my car is running like crap again. And the thing about the car that really pisses me off is that since last year, I've spent like almost $1,500 on various repairs on that thing, and something is always coming up. Something is always wrong with this piece of shit. Yes, I understand it's an older car, it's 9 years old, but I've taken good care of this thing, and I don't understand why all this stuff is just popping up now, all at once. I've had so many problems with the tires. I had an overheating problem. I had to have the water pump replaced and thermostat, and the car was running really loud. So when I had the water pump replaced, I asked the mechanic about that, and he's like, well, the only things you need done is you need a tune-up and you need to have the fuel pump changed, which I did, and that made absolutely no difference. It still runs like crap, and it's getting to the point now where it's like, how much money am I going to sink into this car, and, when things just keep going wrong with it. But again, I'm not in a position where I can go out and buy a car right now. I can't. So it's just one thing after another. And, like I said, I was starting to get settled in the new place and liking my new store, and then the whole thing with the layoffs pop up, and now I'm worried about the car. It's just one thing after another. I swear the last year has just been so shitty. God. Yeah. And hasn't this video been incredibly uplifting? Yeah. Anyway. So that's pretty much all that's going on. My life's falling apart, and I've got more stress than one person should ever have to deal with. I was watching, I don't know what it was, I think it was that crappy movie I went to see last week, Insidious, where the woman says, the universe is trying to see how far I can bend before I finally break, and I'm at that point. I'm there. I can so relate to that statement. It's like, how much do you think I can possibly handle, before I just completely give up on everything? And my friend, she keeps telling me, things are going to get better, things are going to get better, everything is going to be fine, things are going to get better, and I'm like, when? When are they going to get better? Because every time I think possibly it might be getting better, more shit happens, and it's just so hard, because I've been having a hard enough time trying to handle losing my dad. That is, that would be enough right there to just try and handle that. But on top of that, I've got, job issues, now the car, and yeah, so. Well, that was great. I made this video to try and get my mind off of something, and now I've just gone and depressed myself thinking about how crappy everything is. Oh well. Anyway. I guess that's it. So, yeah. I'll stop babbling.